Hello and welcome back to the Tyranny Stories channel, where today this is going to be a little bit different than my normal bullet journal videos. No, I have not chosen a new bullet journal. This is actually for my reading journal because in the last couple of months I have gotten so much more into reading than I used to be. I used to read for fun. I used to read, and this is up to like 2 months ago. I used to just read to read, and then I would go to the library every month, maybe every 2 weeks, depends on, the month, how much I'm reading, stuff like that, how busy I am. But this one, I wanted to make a reading journal, so I put these beautiful stickers on here and decorated it really nicely. This is for 2023. I started it in March. We're in the middle of April, but I started it in March, and excuse me. I wanted to document the rest of 2023 in here for book choices, what I'm reading, whatever, journaling about them and stuff. I don't know if it's going to go further than 2023. There are a lot of pages in here. If there are, I'll just make another opening page like this wherever in the journal. But for now, that's just how this is going. I don't know what that is right there. Well, hopefully I'll write it over it eventually. Did I number my pages? No, not really. Okay, so this is the index. I don't know why I didn't actually number my pages, but the number of the pages here and what I put in here. This I'm gonna work on later because Harry Potter is one of my favorite series in the whole wide world. So this is one of my favorite quotes, and I want to make it look very nice in here. I might even make it on a piece of watercolor paper and put it in here. We'll see what happens, but I do want to put this quote that says, "It is our choices, Harry, that show what we truly are far more than our abilities," by Albus Dumbledore. So that's cool. This is a little bit more of a scrapbook feel is kind of what I was going for this one. These stickers don't like to stick very well. I might have to glue them in. So this is my 2023 reading goals. I want to read 50 pages, read a book over 1,000 pages, read 50 classics, which I don't know that I'm probably gonna make that number smaller because I didn't think that through. Read suspense, romance, horror, etc. Like genres I don't usually read. Because I read a romance book like a year or two ago, hated it. Maybe I'll find like a spicy romance that'll be more fun. Reread my favorite book. Read a few self-help books, books on writing. Finish a series for once. Complete at least 25% of the unread bookshelf, which I'll show you later. It's very long. There's a lot of books, and I have 5 more to add to it, actually. Annotate books I own when reading them. I actually started annotating a book, and I'm going to make a video about it, too, because writing on a book is like sacrilege, apparently, I guess. Or, like, people are like, "Oh, you can't write in your books." And then, here we are, I'm writing in a book, and I'm having a fantastic time using it like places to put my comments, put little sticky notes, chapter reviews, all kinds of cool stuff. I'll show you guys. It's really cool. I've read the first chapter of the book so far. I'm in the second one, but it's going to be a long one. Read every night before bed. So far, that is going pretty well. I'm reading before bed a lot more often than I used to. Not every single day, because some nights I'm trying to get to sleep because it's 2 in the morning and I'm like, I really need to sleep right now. So my rule is I'll lay in bed for 10 minutes with my eyes closed. If I don't fall asleep, then I'll read. If not, then I'm obviously asleep and I'm not waking up until the next day. So, seems to be working. And then this area down here is going to be my books bought or received in 2023, because I do have a writer's box that I get every month. There are 5 more books I have to add to this yet, but that's cool, because in the Scribbler box I got for April, they gave us 2 books. They gave us a regular paperback, which is what they've always given us, and then they also gave us a hardcover book, which I was just absolutely amazed by. The box is just absolutely amazing, perfect in every way, worth the almost $40 I spend on it alone with the 2 books you're getting. So I definitely recommend. I'll leave them in the description. So that's where I'll put all the books that I get in 2023. And then these are the 3 books that I wanted to read in 2023 and the audiobooks that I wanted to listen to in 2023. So I just kind of looked on Amazon and Goodreads and stuff and looked for books that looked interesting because I do want to read very new things to me, things I've never heard of. So that's cool. Yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing a lot of these books down here and then reading some of these ones up here. I think it'll be a decent amount of fun. Yeah, I think it'll be pretty good. I'm reading some of these now and they look really fun. This is the unread bookshelf. I was gonna make it into like an actual bookshelf and make it look nice, but I have, as you can see, far too many books to do that, so I'm just gonna keep adding to it as I get more books. I don't think I need all this space down here. Maybe I'll put a key over here for the books I've read, listened to, whatever. But yeah, I do have 5 more books to add to this as well because they're not in here, which is great. So, moving on. I think I wrote them. Oh, they're in a different journal, actually. I'll write them down later. These are the book covers and the star ratings for 2023. Underneath each book, I'll give it its star rating. For now, all I've done is write in the order that the books are going to go into here. I'll print the covers eventually and put them in, and hopefully all these disgusting lines won't be here anymore. But yeah, so I have room for 78 books. Hopefully I don't read more than that. I doubt I will, because I'm at like 12 so far, I think. Didn't I put at the end? Yeah. Anyways, so we'll talk about that in a minute. So yeah, this is where all of my book covers are going to go. And then we have the genres I read, which I do need to start filling in because we are in the middle of April. So I have read enough books to start filling this in. And then my monthly favorite is going to go in each of these boxes for each month. So far I only have them written in. I'm going to put the actual cover in whenever I get them printed. Probably in June I'll get them printed so I can have like the first half of the year and then the second half. This was going to be a most anticipated releases spread. The ones that are in blue are the ones that came out this year. I ended up kind of writing a lot of books that I just want to read anyways. So it's that. It's an anticipated releases tracker, but it's also books I want to read that I think would be cool to read. Or that I hear about on TikTok or YouTube or whatever. And then this is a series tracker, which I do need to fill in because there are a couple series I'm reading right now, and I do want to finish them at some point. So that's where my series are. Harry Potter is one of them. Definitely is one of them. The Twilight series, Vampire Academy. There's other things on my shelf that I can't think of right now, but they are going to go in here. So that's going to be really cool. And then we get into the books I want to buy, which I have room for 40 books. Doubt I'm going to buy them all, but just books I'm looking at that I'd like to have on my bookshelf, which I'm going to need to buy a new bookshelf for that. That's a later problem. And then we get into my actual spreads for the month, which are very simple. Calendar is here. The books I read go here. The days I read go here, which I wasn't really paying attention to. And then each page is going to be, in this little box here, is going to go the cover of the book. I'm going to put it there, and then the page count, when I started it, when I finished it, which there are a couple in here that are not books from March, but I wasn't going to make separate spreads for them. So March does have some spreads in here that aren't March per se, but I did only write here what I was reading in March. So these two are from January and February. And then down here, I'm going to write about them whenever I get to it. I probably should soon so I don't forget too much about the books I was reading. But, yeah. We have a decent amount of those because I have read all of these books in March. I don't know why that one's in all caps and the rest aren't. That's weird. But yeah, so that's all of March there. I'm going to write in there. Probably put some stickers, whatever. And then April is a cute little pink theme because I think it looks nice. This one is the same setup. Calendar here. Books I Not the books I read. I wrote down in pencil first because these are all the books that I have from the library right now that I do want to read. I have read Lore Olympus 1 and 2, and Avatar, The Last Airbender, The Search 1, and then I'm in the middle of The Search 2. I'll probably finish that today, actually. And then instead of Twilight being there, I'm going to put Midnight Sun because it's another book I'm reading. All of the comics I'll probably finish. It's the other regular books that I probably won't finish, but we'll see. And then Days Red goes down here. Oh, I got a couple of self-help books. There's one, not self-help, but a book on writing, and then I got 2 of the, like, annotated, Shakespeare books of his plays. Taming of the Shrew and Midsummer Night's Dream. 2 of my favorite works by him, but, yeah, we'll see if I get to read those. I hope so. But after that, there's really nothing here. This actually was meant for something else, which is why there's a bunch of random stuff on these pages. So I'm going to do the same thing with February or April as I did with March. I just need to get around to it because there are a few that are done that I can start writing in here what I have read. There will be 4 books so far. This one has a lot more room for books, though, than March did, right? So, that's cool. And then at the back here, we have a, okay. So on this set of spread, or this spread here, I don't think it's going to stay back here, but it's just more for me to see how many books I'm reading every month. So I read 1 in January, 1 in February, and 5 in March, it looks like. I think I only read 5 in March. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I read 5 in March, so that is accurate. And then April will have 4 so far. And then it'll probably go up from there. But I don't know what my cat's doing. He's playing with something. But just to keep up with, you know, how much I'm reading and stuff. I don't know if the reading wrap-up is only going to be January to June. Like, I just do not know how long I'm going to be able to keep this journal, so maybe I'll put the full year in here instead. I don't know. We'll see. But I want to write so the goal for each month is 4 books. We're a little behind. We'll get there eventually. And then the running total of how many books I'm actually reading. Total books read in the time that I had this journal. The total pages read, longest book, shortest book, and how much of my goal I finished. So that is my reading bullet journal. Very simple. I really only spent a couple days on it. I didn't want to do anything too crazy for just starting out to see if I like writing in a reading journal. But yeah, let me know down in the comments what you guys like to do for reading. What works for you, what doesn't. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!